Okay, so remember now, we're not playing a song here. We're doing the circle of fifths. So in C we go. My piano turned itself off. And then to G. Okay, so we're at the C pattern. And then we're going to replace the bottom string with the fifth of that C. Now we're going into the key of G. So we're definitely looking for that that F sharp here, right here on this string. So I'm going to do an S5 G. Then warp it up. There's that F sharp again with that G shape 6/7 root. You see, it's the key of G now. If we want to go to the fifth of the key of G, we're going to go to what? We're going to go to the key of D. So now we're going to replace the bottom string with the fifth string shape of the key of the G. The trick with fifths is use the caged word. So when you're in the G string shape, skip a letter. So C-A-G-E-D, we go to the D. So starting with C, skip the A, go to the G. That's the fifth of the C, and skip the E from G, go to the D. So it's C, G, D. All right. So we're going to the G string shape, and then I'll just play a diatonic, my usual diatonic G string shape. Notice I have aliasing on the top two strings. And in that case, we had two accidentals. So we're going to do a little S2, S3, an S3D into an S2D, S2C. Now notice I messed that up. There's the F sharp. Here's the C sharp. There's our C sharp in the key of D. Hey, now we move it up again. So we use the caged word D, skip the C, and we're going to go to A. We're going to start the A string shape. Now we have to shape fit that A string shape. So on the bottom we have a D string shape. We're going to move it down, and we're going to have the A string shape come straight down on that 2. So here was our D string shape. It was right for our D. Remember, D starts on a 2. Here's an E. This is your low E. I can do this on my guitar. D, D, F sharp, G, like that. So we're going to go bring that 5/6 straight down, and we're just going to do an A shape there. I'm going to do my A diatonic, and this will be for, that's how I shape fit it. Okay, made sure I wasn't, was doing the shape fitting properly. So bringing the A now, we're at the A shaped A, right? Remember, E is the second of the key of D, right? Now we're going to do the A string shape. So E becomes what in the key of A? E is the fifth. So we're starting on the 5, the A shape there. So I'm going to do a S1A and then an S4E. Now watch this. What's the fourth of A? The fourth of A is a D shape. Here's your S1D. So naturally we're going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the key of A. So that's B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp. Okay? That's your A shape. that's your AA there. Speaking of AA, I think I'm missing my online meeting, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll get to. I'm gonna. There's lots of online meetings that I can find today. All right, replacing the bottom string with the fifth of that A string. Here was the fifth. Let's do shape fitting. Now we're going to move this, which was a fifth up from that A shape down. So we're going to go 7 root 2. Now we're going at the key of E. Okay, and we're going to do an E shape pattern. We're going to start that E shape pattern with a nice S4E. Now it might be wise to just check the E shape pattern here. Here's a nice S4E. 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4. Okay, and from this 2, 3, 4, gosh, we could do a long pattern there. We could go 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, or we could just treat this 2, 3, 4 as an S3L there. So it'd be 7 root 2, 7 root 2, 3. Okay, E shape to a C shape. All right, so that this is the top. Okay, then we got C shape, E shape, C shape, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, warp up 5, 6, 7, root 2. That's in the key of E. That was kind of rough. Big old S4E gets us halfway there. Now that top S4E is a D shape. We can do an S3D right there, but we've got to warp up the A. Okay, so that's in the key of E there. It's got a lot of sharps and flats. Now we go into the key of B. We're going to add underneath there. We're going to add, and we could maybe cheat by looking over here. We're going to add the C shape underneath it. So just looking over here, C shape underneath, which is the fifth of the E shape. Okay, so here was our E shape here. We're going to add the string above that. It's going to become C shaped. This is easy, but remember, if we have a 7 here and we're going to bring the C shape straight down, remember where your 7 was, okay, because you were in the key of E. So it goes 7 root 2. So here's your E. You can't do this on your guitar. I can do it on mine. So they'll just for demonstration purposes. So if it's going to be a C shape, the easiest way to do a C shape, and again, this is going to be in the key of B. Here you can already see your roots in the key of B. So it'd be, I'll do like a S2C, and then an S3D, and then into the C shape, 3, 4, 5 again. And that is your C-shaped B. So you can see it's a lot more fun. You know how the anomaly up there really wasn't as important as it seemed. You know, it was just kind of like an ugly doorman, man. You had to get past it. But so we could continue on, and it'll work all the way around. Now in the fourths, let's look back at the fourth. All right. So this is the fourth. We're not going to do the fifth. We're going to do the fourth. So we're going to start with a C-shaped A. So this is up here. So that would be an A shape, big old A shape. So it's a A shape to an S4E. Now with fourths, we're going to move the pattern up and replace the bottom string with the fourth of the previous